Hey everyone, this is a review for 11 Hip Hop Season 12, Episode 15. So we start this episode off in London, and basically Spice is hosting, Spice is bringing the cast, not all of the cast, she brought Scrappy, Bambi, Amy, Little Zane, and Carly Red, even though Carly's not performing anything, to London for the Unruly Festival. And she has her friend Lisa Mercedes just being their chauffeur and showing them around. So the first thing they do when they head to London, they get on a double decker bus and they travel around London, and they just get to see the different sites. They're being guided by somebody that's taking them around. So we start off in London, and then we head to Atlanta. And it's kind of awkward. Well, before we get to Atlanta, it's kind of awkward between Amy and Scrappy because they're not speaking, and Scrappy's not speaking to Chaotic as well. So you can see the tension on there. And then we head back to ATL where Mendices is at a fitness center playing basketball, and Jock and Kirk meet them there. And Mendices has kind of a little upset with Kirk because he feels like Kirk brought Jasmine into his life, but Mendices was going to Jasmine's bar, and I guess he allegedly hooked up with one of Jasmine's friends, and that's where the issue starts with them. But he feels like that's Kirk because Kirk the one that brought that to him. And then also has Jock is having issues with Kendra. I guess there's an ex NFL player that he used to play for the Panthers, and his name is Mario, which we found out his name later on in the episode. And he's been commenting under Kendra's picture saying that she's beautiful and leaving heart emojis. And Jock has also been going through her phone, so she's seen the DMs that they've had. But Mario reached out to Kendra to do real estate in Atlanta. And so that's what's going on with them. And then we fast forward back to London, and Bambi and Carly are in Carly Red's room, and they have a discussion about what happened with Carly Red's ex and Bambi, and basically it was miscommunication because Bambi only had a meeting because Bambi does music. She had a Zoom meeting with Carly Red's ex about music, but it never went any farther with that. So they basically squashed their beef, and they're just trying to rebuild their friendship. And Carly Riz she also wants to rebuild her friendship with Spice as well because they've also had issues in the past. So we're going on to Chicago. So Yandy, Mendices, Kendra, and Jock they all go to Chicago, but right now it's only Yandy, Mendices, and Kendra, and they go to the DNC, and basically they're at the Black Wealth Coalition panel, and Yandy is speaking there. So it was a good time for Mendices and Kendra to see Yandy speak and what she does. And Jock is also his radio station. They came down to the DNC, and Jock was interviewing some black delegates. So that was nice that they all got to do something for the DNC, even though this stuff has already passed and we already know what happened with the election. It's good that they went out there and got to firsthand be on the ground and experience it. So and then we fast forward. I mean, not we fast forward. Then we go to Atlanta, and Sierra and her fiance Zay, they get married at an Atlanta courthouse, and Zay's father's there, Sierra's father there, her daughter Paris is there, and Sierra's I think her assistant is there as well. So they get married at the courthouse, and she looks beautiful, and I'm happy for Sierra as well. So I do want to say congratulations to her. So then we fast forward back to London, and Scrappy and Little Zane, they're walking. It looks like they're walking through a park or something. And Little Zane brings up Chaotic, and Chaotic and Scrappy are not cool because Scrappy feels like he took him off the channel, and that he owes him money because he said he got a lot of money off a video that he posted about Scrappy's daughter's birthday or something, Imani. So he feels like he owes him about 5 stacks or something. But Chaotic has a YouTube channel, and he also discusses what went on between those two. So and Scrappy also tells Lil Zane that he will beat Chaotic up, and Lil Zane tells Scrappy that Chaotic make a diss song about him. I haven't heard the song, so I don't know if it's a diss song or not. but they played a clip of it on the episode, so that was very interesting. And I'm sure it'll be interesting if Chaotic sees the episode. But we go back to Atlanta, and basically Sierra has her wedding reception at a restaurant or at some place. I'm not really sure what it was, but at the wedding reception, it's Sierra's dad, Zayd's dad, and her daughter Paris, and they're all there. And basically, Sierra's dad wants her to make up with her mother and her sister because he feels like that's family. But Sierra's not at that point, and sometimes you just don't get to that point. But I really hope whatever Sierra wants works out for the best of them because that's her family. I'm not the person to tell you what to do. If you got issues with your mom and your sister, help you figure it out. But every just because you family don't mean you can get along or don't mean you need to have a close relationship. Of course, you should fix things, but whatever you do, that's your decision as a grown woman. And I just hope Sierra does what's best for her at this point. So then we fast forward to Jock. Jock is hosting a comedy show in Chicago. So, and after he's done hosting for a moment, him and Kendra go outside to have a conversation, and basically they he brings up the NFL player, the ex NFL player Mario. And he's basically letting her know that he went through her DMs and he's seen the messages, and basically it seems like it's more than friendship because she calls her his bro. And then basically Kendra tells Jack that he's insecure, and they just get into a big old argument outside of the comedy club. And Jock basically threatened her with divorce paper. He told her she's dead to me, and he threatens her with divorce paper. So that makes her upset. And she's like, get the papers. So that's a whole nother issue right there. And it's in a public eye that Jock did file for divorce. I don't think they're divorced, but he did file for divorce. But just because somebody files paper, that doesn't mean anything's going to happen. So I'm sure this will be an interesting season with them two. So we head back to London, and little Zane keeps flirting with Spike's friend, and her name is Lisa Mercedes, and he keeps flirting with her. But Amy lets him know that she's going to be reporting back to little Zane's wife, who's Ashley, and letting her know everything that he's doing because what he's doing is not appropriate, and it doesn't seem like Lisa was interested in his flirtatious ways with her. So it just seems kind of awkward, and basically Lil Zane keeps flirting with her. It's like every time the cameras go down, he's flirting with her, and then when the cameras come back up, he's just trying not to make it obvious. But who knows? But basically, we go to dinner. We're still in London, but basically they go to a restaurant, and Big Toe he's a big performer out there, and he performs at a restaurant, and they're all at a table, and basically Amy and Bambi squash their beef. So now they're trying to get Scrappy and Chaotic to squash their beef, but it just isn't working. Scrappy like sarcastically apologized to him, but he doesn't feel like he owes Chaotic an apology, and basically Scrappy gets up. And when Scrappy stands up, Chaotic ends up standing up, and it just gets very tense. And it looks like somebody threw a drink from Scrappy's direction, but I couldn't tell. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that part again at the end of the episode. But it looks like somebody threw a drink or some water, and it flew across, and it just gets real intense. And I just want to know what's gonna happen on the next. But that's pretty much what happened. You know, Jock confronts Kendra, Bambi and Carly squash their beef, Amy and Bambi squash their beef. So I just hope the season continues on, and it looks like it's gonna be an interesting season. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's free. It don't cost you a thing, okay? And I will be reviewing the rest of this season, and this season looks like it's gonna be very interesting. So thank you for watching my review. You all have a good day.